Me salon fambo de una hado una kushe. Una kabo. This na una bobo dima. Me fambo de dima the great get some important analysis then. And I believe say before SLPP hours come, this analysis I got for share and with una. Let una enjoy them. Let una know say it's very, very important. It's very, very relevant. So now I may demand the great don't come tonight. So share the important issues then with una. My family, the first year they begin at first with it's about what they go on right now in the country. One, we all know say His Excellency Brigadier Token Rubio don't only make Salone not become very romantic, very sexy, but the man it don't make Salone don't get value. Salone don't become number one country inside West Africa or Africa as a whole where people then they admire. But good things that be don't die in that country there, where people then be don't forget about them. But because of Token Rubio, it don't make things that they happen right now. But before I begin showing an example, I would like to talk to my brother who is with me today in the studio, Brother Gento. Let me begin analyze some issues and what I believe say it is very, very important and relevant for the people of Sierra Leone to understand what they go around the country, where President Token Rubio, he not only make the country become sexy, but very, very relevant. Gento, I give you the panel.
Me not gentle. The political hot goose. You sit down for me, you dey fry. I for don't pay you the nyaka nyaka. Today, the 23rd of May 2021. Today, me people the hot goose, they come for don't pay the football issue. We in another country as one of the greatest achievements of President Tokan Rubio. We na one party thing then we President Bio been tell we for say we in the kind of salon it go able do am during in time where the campaign. And indeed they like today the football issue don't turn reality. Una remember since 2006 to 2007 football be done hot in that country day. Nothing not be done they happen about salon football. We know they go no side as national football. No local league not be they play. From where salon local league be hot, you know, ever play in the history of the APC, the regime. You know, people then they just talk say when we they talk, no, not they mention APC, but there's no way you go able plant here, pantap loss. Whether here they know they lose. Because the here loss get for the waka waka, then the here lose. So you get for try for pull the loss first before you plant the hair. Now, these are the reason anytime we would talk about any development, we they talk about the foundation. Because you know, where Krioma say no what you say for them, what you say bucky foot. If we say President Bio don't improve football, it don't make football don't become attractive. Stadiums then they full up, young man then they gladdy. Football lovers them, it don't bring joy to them, it don't bring happiness. Both APC, SLPP, NGC 6% party, any other political party, where person day, it don't matter. Now football world, now the people that they celebrate and jubilate. When they talk about this celebration, when they talk about this football achievement, where President Bio don't make in another country, we got to talk about the basis for say, we got to make let people know say, throughout the APC 11 years, this kind of thing not be ever, and we all be done this salon, we know. It has never happened in the history of APC, the corrupt leadership, for let you see the local leagues, they work. No, they don't suspend them. If at that time they said they don't suspend Salone. FIFA suspend Salone because Salone not be serious. APC they not be serious, sorry. Let us not say Salone. Salone be serious. APC government they not be ever serious about football. APC government they not get respect for people, them emotion and happiness. Their recreational activity they are when a football, now one of the recreational activities, meaning when you don't come out work, you want to feel good. You don't come on, you don't stress up with your business. You don't stress up in a school. You don't learn book. You say, well, I don't forget side for let laugh, let gladdy, let celebrate. APC no be ever getter. Now President Bio don't come. He say, and they make football very attractive. Now he come, you know, empower the national football. Una they see now, Bo Rangers, Eastern Lion, Usumsa, all over the country. Everybody they happy. Now they'll see in Sierra Leone first in history. Then they buy player, like how they do another English league then. Salone get Premier League now where they go on. Where every part of the country they feel them. When the stadium then they go, then they full up stadium. Then they full up the stadium to capacity. And they send this audio with the stadium where they full up. Like where recently we see the team will go play in that stadium, then they are. How stadium they full up. How people then they glad the ordinary local football. You see how President Bio don't make it attractive? These are the success. President Bio they're gonna feel when Leone start to play, they motivate them, they give them couple, they make dinner for them, they encourage them, it not ever happen. So one of the success story then is the one where they can grab, then they holler, oh, the president not do nothing when at the APC them, then they make themselves become very funny and then they ridicule themselves. Because Sierra Leone has a way then they see. The one where they go at, even the one where they talk say, the president not do nothing for football, APC there. At the end of the day, if it's any cap, now the same one they go to that league, they the first for go watch the game. They just want kind of off because they get a platform. Because President Bio don't allow everybody to talk free. For let them say go no more, let them get opportunity for talk live. But I tell President Bio plenty thank you. Now they see people that they first for player, then they buy Musa Tumbo over 200 million. Then they buy them for let go play. Then they buy other player then. When I see the building, they will put in the bill, mansion them. When a football a club building it, it not ever happened in the history of Sierra Leone. Now look where they go Makeni, Usum start there when they play with Bo Rangers. Look how the field full up. Look how people that they fight for go inside. It not ever happen. This don't show say President Bio don't bring joy to the youth man. It don't bring happiness. Not the way Ernest Kroma been come for campaign 2012. It go take football inside the turner. It's saying they can't improve football. At the end of the day, Naban will see them ban Salone because APC not be serious. They don't be get respect for the people, their happiness. One day football not playing a Salone. President Bio will not take football ASAP. Now you don't lift football so. So it's better you lift football play. Let it become a talk and do president that you answer, you begin tontona and lie by the people. Now Sierra Leone then, nobody not going to tell them say, na lie President Bio lie or not true. They say they see her because now then they go for that Premier League them. Now then they see the joy where they get. Now then they see the happiness where football lovers they get. How the country they go on the map. Not the person get for talker. So whether APC talk or they not talk or people learn they feel them. If I will continue for criticizing it, now you shame yourself. Thank you, President Talk and Ubio, for that kind of job we don't do for that nation. Football lovers. Now we all they feel good. Everybody happy. Thank you for achieve that part of you campaign message. Not only the free education, the football self we don't make a very sexy and attractive. Let God continue for bless you. Then the next thing where the Hot Goos Network get for talk about. Now the
next week, thank you very much, John, to where you don't talk about the football. But before you go to the other sector, I go one, me, Dima, what I believe in, I always believe in evidence. I want to let the public know, let them understand that President Talk and do bill, not to man where they talk no more, but a man where they talk and do. But I want to let the viewers and the public let them know what if President Talk and do bill don't do, what don't make Salone don't become sexy, what don't transform Salone. But my family then, Dima the Great always believe in evidence. I know they talk about like how the APC Torongo to give somebody that they behave. Evidence to tell you how the man don't transform Sierra Leone, how the man don't make football don't become attractive, how the man don't make football don't make football don't change inside the Sierra Leone dynamic. Me family, when I see this evidence before we continue with the political hot group, gentle.
For running a football club, for the unforeseeable future, you have a plan ahead. So what we do actually is that we try to create a structure wherein we house all the players then and run with club affairs, so that the issue of renting houses for our players, accommodation, and for going to hotel, we'll just put it aside. And in the long run, the club will benefit and will get a very strong financial base.
This is not the very first time. I don't know in football over 20 years. You know, this is not the first time I see a club, they open a clubhouse and the secretariat not the one place.
It's a historical moment, a life-changing moment in our life. It's something where I believe we go help for keep team spirit and able to boost the performance.
When you go back to the manifesto of His Excellency the President, which is they say, vote for me, I will resuscitate all football disciplines in this country, and I will bring back the Premier League. Of course, they don't do that. I talk and do president. Voting Bo Rangers do. Clubs and they will all pass Bo Rangers. Not ever do they can say Bo Rangers don't do today.
Even though they don't do a mighty team for we always deserve for give them victory. But football, in only they happen so. Their moment you go draw, their moment you go lost. And when bad result come, we need to support the most. For make them able boost you for the next matches. Not only with victory. Challenges get for come, make them continue for supporting. And we said they promise and say we'll continue for give our level best. What we don't do so, now for just showcase as long as we get an enabling environment, people in the society who are ready for do anything for ensure say we grow as a people and we grow as a country.
I want to start off by saying a big thank you to Babadi and team, who are all winner stakeholders in here, for such a beautiful example we don't show. It takes sacrifice, it takes leadership, it takes organization. And all of that we don't show. Today, at Denaya, for greatest occasion, when at the commissioning of this edifice for serve as the clubhouse and secretariat for the Bo Rangers. Once you don't take this as a career, you're not ambassador, you're not a role model. All them picking their way, them before them, other people they look up to una for see how una they behave. What you una they do? If you do bad thing, they do them because you're not the role model. So as una don't begin take this career path with the appeal to una for make una really show good example, we will make sure say we bring more people then for make Bo Rangers be the best team at Salone.
Me family, you know one thing, when I don't see with evidence. One thing I love about Dima the Great always, I know they talk normal. I will always talk me things that with factual, with evidence. Let the people there, let the public and the viewers and understand, see, President talk and do you, not to man with just the talk no more like how Kamalu Kamara or how they call him, Adebayo will be the bye no more, and by Kuma will be the like that Juman pattern to the people of Sierra Leone. President talk and do you, not to Juman. This man a man will believe in everybody and don't believe in anything like they call region or tribal. No, the man don't care. What he care about everybody. Now make before even start with development and start with the south, they're not a region where people that will not even vote for. It's just in on here, in OC, una all. Na Sierra Leone, na in a leader for una all, whether you vote for or not vote for one. Imperiality is to make sure Salone becomes sexy and beautiful and attractive. Let Salone come back on the map. Where today we'll be proud of her. But anyway, not to me, I give political hot good gentle. Let it continue in publication. Gentle, continue.
The issue of agriculture, where President Tokanubio don't bring them to the doorstep of every Sierra Leonean. When I remember with President Bio they talk, they don't get $80 million. $80 million for strengthening the private sector agriculture. Then private agricultural people, then subsistence farming, then farming they try the way they make for let eat. President Bio don't talk him. Inside speech, you don't get $80 million with development partners they don't get him. Not only the state farm where they na put local, not only the state farm where they bonds where they try for work on, where they don't buy hundreds and hundreds of machines, where they employ hundreds and hundreds of Sierra Leoneans for let job come, let the country peaceful, let the country let enjoyment calories boku, let food plenty. Let hungry done. That hungry, where people bring for people in, let it done. But President Biodo secure $80 million, 50 million from one side of the from one development partner, then 30 million from the other development partner for help people in when they embark on private agriculture. What does this mean for brothers and sisters? The government get your farm, where they work for produce resident, and they get for produce every year. They will produce at least 800,000 bags of rice, where they sell inside salone. Where plenty now we have, we go begin export them. Salone will continue for get money. But what is President Bio do? He go again, he able solicit more money, he able go bigger, more money for let them bring and help with brothers and sisters in that country where they no land book. Some man no land other thing. But na farming, na in Sabi. He say, well, it count that money there. Anybody we want for like you make farm. For example, when I don't put yourself into a farming enterprise, when I don't make an organization, when I register as farmers, then what they do? When they come now to government, when they can't lend money, government they loan una pada money there. If una say na cocoa una they go plant, when I don't show you una they go plant, una write una project, una go with them. Government they give una boku couple. When una don't request, then una go make that family. When make una go able to return that money, other people in it. It's about I don't know how government get for really arrange that money there for give them. But me, what me know as a Sierra Leonean, I think say that money don't come. Una for organize una self now, so that they go able give una that money there. For let una able turn empower una for let una get seedlings in for make una farm. If Sierra Leoneans they go na farm by then say then they get for the help. When they see the president himself, it lead by example. When they see President Tokanubio in the inside tractor here in West, then they you farm na boat. So every minister, they all don't get the farm them, na the village them. Every MDAs, meaning ministry, department, and agency heads, they all don't get the farm them, na the village them. Mr. Sege me your farm, na me your village. So everybody forget farm, na in village, where they operate on. At the end of the day, when you get your farm, if you don't say una don't come into groups, una don't form an entity, una go come to government. Money they now, it will help una. If una say na granite, una want the farm in, government they help una with money. For now, una be able to get big production of granite. The other farm they went a corn. We get people in the way they go plant yam. You go get that money there, you buy yams tube. So that you will get more yam then, we're going to plant yams. If yams bokuna country, cassava bokuna country, when I go make gari, when I go make fufu, then go get cassava, then go get petete. So at the end of the day, we boku variety of food in another country day. How you go hala say hungry day? You will not say you free time, they're not give you job. You know able get job, you know able land, go back to the village, you know that young man then. Come together, when I write the project, when I go meet with the paramount chief, the paramount chief recommend una. For let no say, una okay, then give una land, una go to government they help una. This government don't come for protect people, for help the Sierra Leonean people. But President Biono go take you one by one, now in village, he give you job. Now, we not get for create job. It don't create the enable environment. It don't make sure say them don't bring money for let them help people. Sierra Leoneans, what think government they do like you not do it? Where the America, yeah? Where the Europe? Where the other parts of the country, when a first world? Believe you me, governments of America, not they employ all man, they're not able to save. When I ask every Australian at the wedding, how many Australians will be employed by federal government? How many Australians or other American then? When are the state government they employ them? Or are the county they employ them? When I ask, they're not the majority of people in this country, of Americans and foreigners, now private entity then they employ them. Meaning, when private person come, they register their business, then they go take loan to government, then they make them business flourish, they employ more people, then they make money, then they return the loans for small. So now this kind of system of farming, this kind of system where President Bio de Kawit for can improve the private sector. Because now we will get more private sector business people that are ready for invest. One of the side where President Bio don't begin penetrate. Now agriculture. When they get more people that wouldn't employ. If you don't go make your own entity, you say me that granite farm no more you make. Woman then they will not go school. The woman then they will in their village employ them as young people. Every month they go to get small money. You dey make your bus. You dey make pepper farm. Now the north, we get in London. So now when they run away kind of winter, they go back for go work. So that we will make more couple. These are the kind of Sierra Leone where President Bio they make for lady. Why would I want stand against her? These are the achievement where President Bio they say they achieve in agriculture. And you don't achieve them. Now we get state farm. We don't ever do under the history of Sierra Leone for now get state farm. You don't ever happy. So which kind of achievement this way you know go achieve? Inside 3 years. Let's tell you one thing in people. If inside these 3 years, what the President Bio don't achieve? It don't achieve in bringing football to life. It don't achieve in bringing agriculture to life. It don't achieve in free education. It don't achieve in employment, employ more people, raising salaries. It don't achieve in fighting corruption. It don't achieve in a lot of stuff. Now we talk say every 3 years, like we President Bio don't achieve them, but achievement they are. Then success story they are we don't do just because it lets salone. When President Bio don't make salone very sexy and attractive only in 3 years. If not so APC be do throughout that 11 years, then they take any 3 years. What if President Bio don't do if not so they be achieve every 3 years? I don't think say we for the cry again for light. I don't think say President Bio for the yaba again for set shame Poland for put light in that country. I don't think say President Bio go the yaba again for make road in that country. So these are the things that we want to watch to. If we not continue for tell Tenki, we say Tenki feet, it go hamburg that country. But me, on behalf of Sierra Leoneans, I dey continue for tell President Bio plenty Tenki. Because the more we tell and Tenki, now the more it becomes spirited. We where they work in America, yeah. So tell every 2-3 months, where they work, then they pay you. Then they give you card. So tell then they give you eye collar. Then they give you card who sign money day. Then they tell you thank you, sir. Money, then they put money inside card. Then give you, they say thank you. Where they work where? That doesn't mean because they pay you, then they say thank you. Because we don't employ President Bio, they do very job for her. We need for the tell and thank you. These are the job of every Sierra Leonean. Let's appreciate this president. It's not ever happened in the history of Sierra Leone. The former government, the president don't get farm, we make. If we make farm, big state farm, now McKinney self. Believe you me, then people they already come out in the sex, then they can't fight for on the streets. Therefore, they work, then they make small money. These are the things that we government for do. But President Bio will tell you thank you for this massive development. You don't make Sierra Leone very sexy and attractive day like today, just because you let that. And they always say, me, they always talk for President Bio and the new direction. And they come around them because one thing we I believe in, President Bio elect salone. President Bio elect salone. Now, the only reason that we are DBA now for, the man so left the country. The man so left the country when they see the effort where they apply. Let God bless President Talk and Bio. Then the next thing we're very troubling. Where I think say today I need to really bring him and break the yoke. I know the day after this young man because I hate in person. A day after him because now a political now a politician and a politician who dangerous for that country. Now a politician who they connive with other bad people will not let the country for destroy the nation. Now politician will not honest. Now politician will greedy. Now politician will hypocrites. Now politician will get bad at. And then the bad at will get around with the lies and deception. And we don't want that kind of politician in that country and they expose the people in there. I'm sorry, we are the always talker because but I get for talker because me a politician we sincere. And I think say I want everybody in that country let people stop for the can lie party. For things we not happy. When are the KKY Yunkela the undersell a politician? When are the head of the 6% party? Although yes, if you don't criticize APC for so long, say APC then the rogue, APC then the thief, APC and this, and the same people that went inside APC where we don't criticize. Now they see that they don't go join them, say they all the form consortium. So tell me something. Was KKY really honest? Not sincere person? Because I can understand if the old APC way they talk again, they're not there, now new people they don't come with they not ever day, and they'll begin to understand say, okay, well, so they just want to try them. If not so bad that, if they play against President Bio and government, enough for why if for join the same old people, if not sincerity. The man not sincere. The man not honest. But the one thing they were in members in supporters of this defunct party, this 6% party, we not get forget even 1%. When they propagate today and up to now. Now in this, so people they don't ask Yunkela. Not only Boku talk we carry it. Yunkela been calm. He say he don't cap at Dregman politics. Yunkela been calm. He talk fat talk. You know now you don't bring Boku money. But at the end of the day, we not see no money. He crab it, say crab it. The man crab it, say crab it. Na 419 he carry it. And at the end of the day, the 419 we carry it. All with brothers and sisters the way they abroad. They can't get the hope say and they can't win. Then get the money where they go na sand snow all over and pull under the hand. It go sponsor himself for let all member of parliament. The balance money, it's all enable account for him. And a greedy politician they put around them. Like then is bright. When are it fits now Pakaba government, Pakaba sack him. At the end of the day, they don't get nothing for offer to the country. And they pass all day with APC where they be not criticized. Corrupt people. Hey, my brother, the beautiful ones are not yet born. Anybody will read that book, you go believe, you go know say the beautiful ones are not yet born. All the book who talk Monday, not to better people. So KKY, it really need for can answer questions. Why it thinks Sierra Leone get the for tolerator? Not to even encourage. Why they for tolerator? Because if they continue for lie, you know can you say get money will not see. So boku talk, so big talk. And this politics when they come, now politics of talk and do. What you don't do, what you they do. Now, when they ask KKY, what you don't do, all the people that they see that they post video about you need to, they say now you need to in job like KKY don't do for Sierra Leoneans. How ridiculous is this? Look how funny they. You know, I don't think say some people that I mean, they think say people that they don't shame, they don't feel embarrassed about this man. Because the one that still see them in this 6% party, I don't think say they really are Sierra Leoneans. One, I don't think say they like that country. And two, I don't think say well, I'm sorry for say, I don't think say they're the shame. Because this is total embarrassment. How you they go take an entity, then glory, an entity, then credit, you can't put up a Yunkela. In fact, nepotism. In the first place, let's tell you how United Nations they operate. If you did an United Nations, one of the things also they tell you, any project where they come, now you can't really come on, not really in charge of them. So all the projects that will become, that one project will become. This one great banker soccer. Now always in the hala. There's a Yunkela achievement. Not to Yunkela bring that achievement. The Yunkela be the work for you need to. Not to you go take a kangi. Now Sierra Leone has the right project to an organization. And besides, not to Yunkela be get you need to. That's the first one. And when you work for United Nations organization or any organization, anything will happen, you know for take the praise. Not to you get the credit. Now the entity, the organization get the credit. Because not to you money, you don't even supposed for to go gigi. Now you home now, no. Now different people they assess the program with salone government be right. And a salone government get that project, not to you Kela in your money, they go take a account. No. I want the people they know that one day. People them, you know, some people they learn book, but I don't know if they are functionally illiterate or waiting. We didn't need for stop and understand ourselves. This man not do nothing in that country. Apart from what he sell the oil refinery. This man not do nothing. KKY not do nothing in Australia. Apart from what he evade tax. When they can put her as Minister of Trade during MPLC. It been there by the junta government. Now junta. Now because in a junta, now that junta spirit there in him, where he run camp with that fed and violence at SLPP party office. Because in a junta, and you don't evade tax, now that make it camp, you know, let the whole arm. Now that make it camp, it can't turn to member of parliament because they don't sack an UN, they won't get pension. Because in a junta, now that make it go to parliament, it go to junta business, it go instigate APC them for let the hit feds the parliament. For more bone, we not get halal and that parliament. So now we're not left for they put out something where they disgrace this man, where they bring shame and embarrassment to Yunkela. Because we know say everybody knows say not do nothing. We get projects where United Nations, people like their brother, they did a United Nations. What do they do? Like, for example, one brother they what they call Abu Bakar Masakoy, he did a global environment facility as head. Now in brainchild that one day, as far as the is concerned. They will get other brother now where they call Sano. Now they're in charge of that United Nations arm of environment program. Then they give projects them. People then they go implement us. And so they go talk saying that they get them. Not all them do them. Now United Nations do them. So now the same thing where government don't write project to United Nations, where it's nothing where they advertise, government don't get a young class in India. How you go counter? Bring the young thing we do. We ask President Bio, you say, I bring democracy. That's really yes. We ask President Bio, you go say, I bring multi-party. That's really yes. We ask President Bio, you go say, I bring free education. That's really yes. We ask President Bio, what you do? They don't do. They do that's really. If they go say, they don't bring football to light. Now it makes Sierra Leone go Zoom 2. Nations Cup, na Sierra Leone. President Bio na Maker. Then it did a history. You know the commodity. And today they help the football they boom. Stadium they full up. I go send the stadium we full up with this audio. Leone see. The evidence and they people then go say yes. We ask the salone. They will say that President Bio na the first president. We don't bring agriculture to life. We don't bring state farm na put local and Tomabo. And they don't bring money for help the people. People then go agree. When you ask Sierra Leoneans, what if President Bio don't do? They go say President Bio pension, and they will say, I know his pension from 25,000 to 500,000 at least. When you ask a student, they will say President Bio, the first president, we don't bring student loan scheme. Now that country, like where they happen in America and Europe. So when you ask people, when they kind of leadership, they need to show you. When you ask people, now all over Nakambia, all over the country, they will tell you President Bio, the first president. We don't bring lights na Kambia. We don't bring lights na Kamalo. We don't bring lights na Kailang. We don't bring lights na all over the country. When you ask the Bobo them na this school, Magoroka Boys High School, say and there's Ebola, Tolongo must like Romago. Then go tell you say President Tokanubio, then the first president in the history of Sierra Leone. We don't give them foam mattress. When they laid up, apart from that grass mattress, they be laid up for ages. They will tell you that one day. That's complicated. They will tell you that one day. Say now this president, now pull for SS4. Now bring free education. They will tell you say now the first president will bring boss for Australian students. School picking for let them ride inside. These are the kind of achievement where you go bring, where you go talk about what people they see. When you ask the people of Makeni, they will tell you say President Bio, the first president, we don't make that a rule. McBarrie Bridge, where an Escoma refused to make. These are the achievement then. When this president on me, when you ask even the APC chief Monday, they will tell you say, now the first president is when don't come, he wage war onto corruption. It make corruption become very expensive enterprise. I want to another one day. So these are the things they will get for watch your salon. Salon don't pass that level. For all this, you don't know more possible but talk to we. Salon don't reach that stage now where everybody don't aware, where everybody don't exposed. You know they just come up from the blues. You say they can't turn you president. No way. Salomon don't pass that level. Eh? Salomon get for ask you. Let you show what you don't do. Let you see. Let you know. President Leone, the first president. We don't take money from development partners. It goes solicit that money. It counter. It shame to people. Cripple and they dance. It they give them. Now President Leone don't know say money be don't they come for cripple. Money be don't they come for business people. They not be they give them. Money be don't be they come during when disaster they will call. Corona money, it they keep people in the stadium, it they shape them all over the country. Now, President Bio, the fourth president, will bring Munafa for let businessman and let boost them. It don't ever happen in the history of Sierra Leone. So these are the things they will get for the watch. It don't matter how many people get them. And like not 10 person get them, but at least people they get them. Because I know say they get for twist in another way. Now, we don't see because of this football, where President Bio don't make it, don't boom in that country. Now, this stadium, where that mini stadium where President Bio be the bill put local. Now they can expand them to a standardized stadium where they take 25,000 capacity of people now put local. President Bio, then the first president, we don't make put local don't shine. Put local with APC, we don't abandon. They don't neglect because they get bad for them. They don't let the people President Bio don't embrace the people. They say no. Now people they were valuable in Sierra Leone. So many people them when they be you. Then they be you. See the people they not they hide. If they be you, they support you full fledged. But you know for take them for granted. You know they use like betas and like orange soccer. They want kick like betas. If you say they tolerate you, Timmy man know this too. If you do with you, you know they for tie and down to one place. Who say better day development in other Timmy man day. So if then a businessman, if President Bio they can make bridge, Lunge bridge, so that the business will flourish. President Bio they bring stadium to the doorstep, na put local. President Bio they improve them the airport where APC one pull to them. Why think say the local people the team the real team man they not go they be an SLPP. Besides, now they get SLPP safe. Why they not go inherit the property when a SLPP? If the property don't come back to them, what if we don't go? It don't come back to them. So don't say. Now them be get another brain child. Then they embrace her. Why team the man for the SLPP when they go costly? Team the man for they no more in effect for something a customer una for cost. When they say cost, they una call them. When they say first, una call them. But when enjoyment come, una push them. Flag bearer business, una not they give it. Una they imbalance the picking it. Oh, but una want let them support una. The one way they encourage them. And like not to them brother according to una. Because me no say the one way they make life better for you, now your brother. The one way they value you, now your brother. So if President Bio they value the local people, President Bio they value the Temni people, President Bio they value the Northernal, President Bio they value the Limba people, Kalanga when a Kalanga. Being color, when an Ekroma they go claim the. One day they not get light. President Bio they go like the. So if President Bio Kamakwe, from where they don't born win at that country, President don't ever go lay down the sleep. President Bio, then at the first president, we go lay down at the people that push the day. He sleep the 2 days for let feel how they feel, for let know how they feel, let understand what they want. Because you get respect for them, because you get love for them. And there's Kroma and APC things say, now the people who say and Kroma don't ever massive foot na Kamakwe. They don't do one. So would that like you? Now this one, now your brother. Would that they die with you? Would that they cry with you? Now your brother. Would that want him play life better? Now your brother. Now you did it. Now so politics is. Politics not a permanent enemy they get. Not a permanent party. Now would that they make things happen for you? Now you they vote for like Kalemoti happen. If they're that stranger, they can make put local better. They put local people then they vote for SLPP. Not by force. Now the country money, if now they forgo, they don't bring another man they bring her to them. Not to press if President Bio go behave like honest, you know they go to them. They know they do nothing. But if you don't bring her, if we want to place better, we will continue for vote for SLPP. Then they count more goodies. If Cambia people say, now President Bio they elect because I don't bring light to them. But now they go. So now so politics they. Not so whether they lie to them. Now whether they talk and do what they talk for they do for them. Now so this government for them. Now so politics they did. So now this make Northern as they all like President Bio. They all like the new direction. We're not going to go halayanda. But we don't know what they happy. The good thing the way they happy, we don't understand. Or we don't know, but we just know what accept them. APC they don't want accept them no more. But we wait. Push go come past shove.
Thank you very much, Brother Gento. Let me hold on there for small. Let me give me brother the SLPP DJ instead of give analysis. DJ, SLPP DJ, you don't hear Brother Gento don't talk all them things and the analysis for the public, then they understand the iotas, the difference between President Bio and the Chakman Samurai fight. President Bio not to equal with Chakman Samurai. With the difference with Anes by Kroma, EBK, Tolombo to get Pambodi in administration. But you said we get your own thing for talk. Where SLPP DJ, you know analyzer, you know possibly sabi analyze issue. What are you on topic today? Tell the public let them know what in the from the account Gento.
Dr. Vandy, we need for let we pay attention. We need for tell with Sierra Leoneans with the back home. The time has come again. The time of vision, the time of awareness, the time of people to know why their country is still roaming to challenge other countries. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, I want for let una remember 2007 when APC Tolombo told it Panbody be one for Kana power. What did they do? They go ahead busy for the cut transformers for dirty una eyes, for dirty una mind, for dirty una brain, for una not pay attention on former President Kaba in government. Vice President Kaba, they come with a foundation when sustainable foundation for make sure say we self get electricity or we own. APC be busy, they cut electric cables and they name the government of Kaba Tiger. But they forget say they be in a power before Kaba they can have power. When Kaba come for can lay the foundation, they're busy, they cut the transformer and the electric cables. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, now the same history don't come. Young generation, women, our grandmother, our women, our young boys, our grassroots in Sierra Leone, APC 1.2 na bring again. Una no really history repeats. Once APC Tolombo Toge Panbody don't find out say they don't get nothing to point at. They don't able to give a manifesto. They don't wage war on electricity. Once President Bio they transform, install all transformer when a brand new transformer not to second hand. Now APC busy they destroy and they don't begin point finger for electricity. This are the method where they be used in 2007 when they discouraged Sierra Leoneans them and they voted against a serious government where be they in for Kangui, what thing we say go proud of, we go reduce poverty in our country. But now remember, now just 3 years APC don't come on a power. We now all see the reasons why we now pull APC in a power. Now for let we get a government where go can build a society where we now say go be proud of, like Europe, for we make no see blackout. But 30 days Sierra Leone, for more we pay the bond, we granny the bond, 30 days we cry for electricity. President Bio, he don't take the challenge. 40 years, Nine Kabbalah don't take, get electricity. 30 years, Nine Puja don't take, get electricity. Inside Freetown capital city, now 46 megawatts. 9 APC Tolombo Tollgate Panbody left with we. Enough for supply the whole electricity. So now, government in the Republic of Sierra Leone don't they try for improve the network system where we're able to generate electricity across Freetown capital city. Now, because we know they get serious government, now I make we say 30 days Freetown desperate forget standard industrial electricity. But Freetown is a very small place, not a place where big. Now, because we don't get transformers them and the cables them, no sufficient again for even distribute the line. Now, President Bio don't educate to now, Minister of Energy don't educate to now. He say if they can provide electricity across the Freetown capital city and in the Republic of Sierra Leone, those improvements now APC don't target. Now, they never thief the pole them, they never cut the transformer them, they never thief the cable them, they even escape with most of the pole where they don't supply na Kabbalah, na Pujeon, na all the northern part of Sierra Leone, they pole and they never thief and they go sell na Guinea. So now they don't begin a wage war on electricity now Freetown for let President the government will become funny in the eyes of Sierra Leoneans and in the head of Sierra Leoneans. Young generation, women, we picking them, we mama them, we sisters them, we daddy them. We are not allow again APC twist now with the Morema work when they get na Sierra Leone because they don't count plenty more remind them where they worship for let APC come back na power. Una not allow the Morima wo conquer una. Una remember the people who destroy una economy. All those ministers they don't arrive na Freetown. Now the same one they can't sit down with this government back. They try for show like they were the best. Today they talk about two things where APC they talk about transportation. The tip una inside transportation. Electricity. The tip una inside electricity. They don't try the free quality education. They're able weaken the free quality education. Now two things they don't target: transportation and electricity. Why did they whinge about transportation? Because all the government money the way they take for go buy government buses. All the buses they pull parts they go sell na other countries then. The government come, able to get boss for continue for run the country and the service where the people they need na Pretor. We all know say Pretor across the country, transportation na in whole country, electricity na in whole country. APC not be able to provide it here. Where they say that they provide electricity na Pretor. Una all know say na be share electricity. Where Wellington get today, Calbaton get today. Where Calbaton get today, Western area get. Where Eastern area get today, Western area get tomorrow. Now, election be the can na in the run quick for go cow sheep for camping and power tar. But Sierra Leoneans, go talk to una vote against the APC Tolombo to get pan body. Since they try for bring electricity now for camp, prove they're wrong. They don't wage war on electricity. This message they go purely for the people in the Republic of Sierra Leone. We were then at the diaspora. We go talk to una because we know we are connected with everything today and they struggle for na Sierra Leone, but we are connected to it. And what to make we connect to them? The government and their party are very serious. Sierra Leonean, APC not serious. Una continue for discourage APC. Una continue for vote against APC. The people that were destroy our economy, una vote against them in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Now the same one don't go back na Pretor. They can't sit on a radio station. They argue with the government. Una don't give power. The government una don't invest una power in them for me they can work for una. For let una say we able proud of una country. The same people here, where they share 200,000 for one polo, 50,000 for one polo. Now the same people here don't go sit down back na radio stations and they can't argue with this government here. And they don't go build political rebel camp na Makeni. All the bike riders in Makeni, they don't migrate na Pretor. Now them bike riders there, they don't they use for the pass around Pretor, they pass a cut the transformer there. Now, we all don't see say the president don't assure we say he say it will provide industrial electricity. The NEPA maintenance bumbuna, Ivory Coast electricity they come. What's Liberia and Guinea? They don't finish the centers where all those substations where they for build, where they for transmit the light to through the neighboring countries. Then we still they wait for other countries there for complete their job. Then we say Sierra Leone, we can get industrial electricity. Now make the one way na the transformers, when the country forget the transformer, President Leone they go faster for make sure say the transformers them go be standard na capital city, na the provinces. Now, APC don't get the technology, say, oh, if we allow the transformer, President Leone install them, and they can make sure say this West Africa light can spread na capital city, Pretor, and across the country. You know, whoever can have power, now he make the paper cut the transformer and they point finger at the government, say the government no they give blackout, even though APC be there na power, light be there, and blackout no be boku, but the blackout don't increase na Pretor. And the government no they still say now the network system we don't increase them and the transformer there. But now we never change the cables there so that the distribution line will be sufficient for the public and we will able to give like where blackout no go ever they come again as Sierra Leone. APC don't train political electric rebels citizens in the Republic of Sierra Leone where they pass and cut the transformer there. Sierra Leoneans, una pay attention, una not forget, APC is dangerous. They are political criminals. And that's why we waste on our economy for 11 years. Now the same people they don't go around, they don't recycle, they say they don't come back, they don't cast it on a Pretor, they can't argue the government, they make like they were very, 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 very serious. More than the government who don't bring them. We not to know other government, they need action, purpose for better, and the SLPP government. Now they don't cancel them back na radio, they criticize. Kalmo Kaba where they give how many millions of dollars for go buy transportation buses for kind of run and Pretor for the public today. Now in go sit down in the argue Keketoma na Pretor say the government not able to provide electricity. The government not get transportation na Pretor. But when I see President, you're able to bring 50 new buses. When I go use them for 20 to 25 years, they bus a day wait for una picking them when they go to school. for 25 years, una go able use that bus a day. Now today, Kalmo Kaba goes on a radio station, and they argue with Keke Toma about transportation. You see how dishonest APC Tolombo Tollgate Panbody Day. They say the government, just they point finger, say they will. But the government still they try for tell we say it is good to put proper structure in place. And when you get them, when you patient, you study. When you get your degree, you know, get no fairness for apply for job. You know, get no fairness for go now any country for go get job day. Now the same thing President Bio they do. When we were able to get a proper standard bus, when an electronic bus, nobody no go cost you for your money. Now card they swap. Then your money they for that card they any say we want go now card they swap. But because APC no one made a card that facility they did at Sierra Leone, now made a no kind of the transportation and electricity for discourage Sierra Leoneans then because the facility it is limited still to the public. Now that area there they don't come together, they don't hold meeting, they say, well, we're not going with the education. If we say that the education we go for, we're not able to go for the transportation side and the electricity side. But we all don't see how many transformers where the president don't tell una where they destroy over 117 transformers there. Now they don't cut across capital city, Freetown, and now the provinces. Fellow Sierra Leoneans. Today, I want to draw our attention say this is the method where APC be used in 2007 where they can power. Where they go make sure say they cut the Bumbuna cables for can hit capital city, Freetown. They begin a holla Kaba Tiger. Where an Eskomaka, what you do? Now generator the distributor and the interest area of their political supporters, or who say they call them stronghold, just for letting they get electricity. And the one that they holla for this electricity, many of them they don't even get meter at the host, they tip electricity past every district you think of. Many people today on the street, they go and holla say they don't get light. You go now the host, you check now, they don't get meter. APC, they tip the electricity pass. All political party in the Republic of Sierra Leone, fellow Sierra Leoneans. Me na DJ for the SLPP DJ. Mr. Bandi, not listen to them. Now that method they be used when they take power back now Sierra Leone, when they full Sierra Leoneans them. Now, the poles there, the Patifa, the electric cables there, all said they install them. The Patifa. Now, if you go now the northern part of Sierra Leone, all the incidents they distribute it. Now the MPs, members of parliament, councillors, mayors, now they're in charge. They're participating and they go sell at Guinea, fellow Sierra Leoneans, and they try for call up on attention for open on eye for on and provide security. Anything where you see, inform the police. We are not agree. Maybe they go and cut to a transformer, then a Freetown, and once APC they release electrical rebels from McKinney, they can't cut the transformer there. Now make it all final say they don't target the electricity debate, electricity discussion. Now they go on a radio say, "Una not get like blackout now they kill una." Now this they get for do tell them buy into una buy into the idea. After all that they buy into the idea, they una go totally come and bring the car back to power. This is the political game. They are political criminals. This is how they do. And when they come, they are not going to give you sustainable electricity. They're not going to give it to you. They will make sure they will lie for you guys. Again, fellow Sierra Leoneans, all the ministers them when use on the economy in the wrong places, and the order on the back now, they go sit down, they go argue with the young generation ministers, the way president, they don't give them power for me they can work for una. Now the one let una make sure say una vote against the 2023. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, coming 2023, una continue for vote against the APC Tolombo Tollgate Panbody as they don't love themselves and they don't let themselves. What thing they not able to do, now they lie about and come back to power. And when they come back to power, they're not going able to do now the services. Let everybody prove me if una be the get electricity 24 hours. Freetown, electricity they come as it come after 8 o'clock, they don't take up. 9 o'clock it comes. When they pull on this area, they pass on this area. When they pull on this area, they pass on this area. Who don't come in this country? We don't ever see what's in a blackout. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, una pay attention. Me na DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, DJ Force, for your analysis. Before I give my brother Jen to ask me viewers, then everybody listeners, and they understand that. Let me just give them a small stroke down. Whether not Tolombo ide, whether not SLPP ide, salone put salone force, 9 can force. So they take short break. They argue on a political hot goose.
white and blue. If you ready, let's go. Make we dance so and shake body.
Whether you black or you skin white,
No matter.
you the power so long go.
Make we dance so and shake body.
Even if you get, you not get money.
No matter.
Party A, party B, C.
Make we dance so and shake body.
Yeah. And no matter how things done out today, we go better one day. We more than nobody no go make and we no more we sweet beautiful place. They like your mountain. We get cocoa, we get yam, cassava, plantain, and we land so blessed. Yes, we get everything. Everything we go make me a huge entry. Yes, we story go change and the next generation go can eat we change. If only you and I make change.
Home sweet home. Remember no place like home. You fall.
Oh, I love this music. I don't want to make it too long, you know, because I give gentle let it talk. But home, sweet home. No matter what say you did, we did diaspora, salone, anywhere, we country now country. When President talking do beauty and work so hard to transform salone, to make salone attractive and beautiful and sexy. It's hard time. We all this Sierra Leone, whether in a Tulumbu, whether in a Wutete or Paupa, let's come together to put hand on that President talking to you, let it continue in good works what they do. When President Bio a done, and not for care everything go back. Now everything they do, now it left on the salon. Now for me and you, for Grand Pekin and generation to come. So let's put hand together for President talking to you. But now I continue with gentle. Political hot school, continue.
Now we want this trip. Last but not the least, when the hot goods is for Dompa, now the artist said. When I all see when President talk and Rubio can. Before SLPP, when SLPP always in a power, now they get all the Tamatiscope artists when they come for canceling, what APC they use. They don't make now because them very good profession. When they get, when they make salon people and they enjoy music, then they go launch show. APC don't destroy them. They don't destroy their talent. They don't make them. Most of them, they don't turn. Politician. They don't turn a political tool. Then they just turn this way, like LJ. Fine gentleman. We get fine voice for sing. Pupa Banjade. APC don't hurt they all. That is actually look at it disgrace himself, but that is more of all. They all don't expose themselves, they don't embarrass themselves because when you go to the devil give you one, they need 5 from you. For the fact that they don't go to APC, they don't give them money. Now they force them for do something where they're not going to do. At the end of the day, look at them, don't disgrace them all. Now, who that go sing now for salon for low dance? Who that go sing for low dance past MRC? Who that go sing for low dance past Caldinero? Caldinero, MRC there. Now they know they for politics. Caldinero know they for politics. And they sing for salon. Now that make it they put salon at the map. When President Bio come, they say they organize artists. They go call them all. They say let it put them together. Let them think. Let them go bring proposal. How they go improve the industry. Just like how it do for the journalism. Now look their own job they go on. They don't bring the plans in. The journalists they don't give them subvention now from government. Forever for the day. They don't get building now they build for them. So nobody know they go label left to politician. Seditious like the law. What be the about they don't pull up. So it don't settle the media their side. What if he talk say they do, he promise it. He don't do it. Pass the media, pass it, you know, like himself. But he don't do what they do for them. They're okay. So it comes to the artists. He say, they can't help now. Una come, una see always get at in a state house. It get at all the artists, you know, talk say, LJ, you don't sing against me. This person, you don't do me this. No kind of state house. No, it get at the all. He say, una come. Akmanu, these are the all get at it. He say, una think of, una go bring plan. How una want let government help the industry. No, una not turn politician. President, you don't go give them Brian envelope say, una sing Ebatomi. No. It go allow them, let them think from where they go. Then they will bring nothing to president yet. For them, know say that this they want. But then just they go around, they sing around, they go collect most money. We demand the facts for let una profession, let not dirty, let not spoil. But una the facts for make una sell political tool to APC. LJ they go the Butuna streets. And they go collect pittance from Anes Kuruma for canceling and put in company the name there inside it. Now look, Jesus President, you don't talk say you don't put laws there for let them protect them from piracy, For let anybody who parents their music, for let them more they able get and nothing. But they know they listen and they. Some of the see they parties label. But how una go able grow? Una they divide, una say, una they destroy una profession. For politicians, they were greedy. We don't know their own profession a point. I'm surprised at LJ, but I'm not go surprised. Because it don't allow the devil don't use her. Now, young man, fine gentleman, and the feeling where they see anybody will get brother, anybody will get picking, where you see LJ, how they run down so, it don't go feel good. LJ go into music, it makes salone music begin sweet and cow, then they compete. That was really good. And then America, you're fine. A gap. I don't know waiting. You know, in fact, LJ family, they talk to una. Una really need to pray for this young man. It's sad. Una pray for una pikin. It really sad. This kind of way they go, it's not correct. Nobody know the way they born boy pikin. If they see LJ that kind of condition, they happy. Nobody know they grab that this one go behind. Everybody they grab the one grow. But how LJ don't grow up, don't go up. APC they reduce people pikin. APC don't take people pikin, they don't drop them. They don't drop them to their level there where they don't drop us. So now look at the way we do that. Now streets. They go beat people on the streets. They don't turn out to come out now. We young artists in the wire. President Bio, they try for improve their life. And they bring them together. Let them decide what they want to do with their life and their profession. APC just at the end, they pull it aside. APC not like them. APC not good for now. LJ, if you listen to this word, and they advise you as a brother, and they advise you as small brother, you as me, small brother. LJ, think twice. Your profession is important as a politician. That politician are your interest, APC are your interest in their own being. Not to you, they want satisfied. Now, how did they bring you down, boy? LJ, watch yourself. That's why you be there today. Now, you be the kind of salon, people, they run go to you. So, man, they say, oh, yeah, and they argue. You and they not to be in class. We are not being able to talk one side. You know, they take example for Candidero. Look at Candidero, they compose himself. How they behave himself and conduct himself in society. He seeking respect. LJ not allow people to drag you into that kind of mess. Look how you don't disgrace yourself for that music. You dey go sing music, you dey go Makeni, LJ of all. You dey go APC, they foolish you. Because they wanted them picking them better. You know better. Look how they don't reduce you. When I really listen and watch this young man, how APC don't finish her. It's sad. LJ, you still get time. Boy picking, you know the point. Boy picking a casada. Boy picking a casada. Where roti, you go turn fufu. Where dry, you go turn to. You go fry and you eat her. You dey boil and you eat her. Where it boil, you don't done the boil right, they make I turn fufu. But who are they for turn casada? Where it's dry, you go turn gari. So LJ, you still get chances. Not allow people there for point. Look at the point that fine artist. Rap G, Nima, na Bobo was very good. And they do yon, you know they pardon stuff than they. Now because this Bobo see the right thing, where he sing. Now LJ they want for good put Dotty the Bobo put inside the Bobo in Gary. When I listen to the music, we make LJ don't tower for destroy that Bobo in future. I'm sorry the audio long, but when I get for patient me. This music now make LJ grab, they don't go take money. APC go in now for let APC they destroy the Bobo in future. But they're not going to rap Gina Bobo where they grab up, we get talent. When I listen to that music, we make APC the user against her because the Bobo talk true. Me na gentle, the political out Goos. If you don't pay me the fire, if you don't pay the nyaka, the people they wanna share let's serious reunion as a year. Wanna end up with this music where rap G sing. Now this make LJ go put Sapada in music where he say complain of camp. Where the Bobo be singing good here for the country.
Obligation, all man don't talk, entire panel. All man don't tire panel, all man don't blah, entire panel. All man don't tire panel, all man don't sing, entire panel. All man don't tire panel, for this is fly, day, entire panel. All man don't tire panel. Rap here, Jesus, let's see the gun right. But fully the gun right. If the gun get for sock tomorrow, okay. But they make it right first. Transport no problem. We all see them green bus them. I watch and I TV and listen I ALIEU. Papa you the fly them. If they fly and make sense. Papa na for fly back. Now last week I go back to that Juba bridge. We always see the Lunge bridge. You know the bridge to Lika. When you talk to the doer. free education, you do up. Don't go lights there, you prove up. All man they talk to you, blah blah blah. All man they say to you, blah blah blah. All man they see you, but unless you are you you. All man don't talk, they tie up on them. All man don't tie up on them. All man don't blah blah blah, they tie up on them. All man don't tie up on them. All man don't sing, they tie up on them. All man don't tie up on them. For this is fly, they tie up on them. All man don't tie up on them. Okay, there we go, yeah. The mommy say pull and for them to kill them. Tell them for pull like for the pockets. Pape, I know say you slow but sure. You are not for check the officer. So man don't say they in office they go. Instead now for puts na them pockets. Fire them. Holy Ghost, fire them. You day against new direction. Fire them. Holy Ghost, fire them. You know I see the bridge in make fun. Fire them. Holy Ghost, fire them. You day against free education. Fire them. Holy Ghost, fire them. You know I see the paper for fly. Fire them. Holy Ghost, fire them. All man don't talk, they tie up on them. All man don't tie up on them. All man don't blah, they tie up on them. All man don't tie up on them. All man don't sing, they tie up on them. All man don't tie up on them. For this is fly, they tie up on them. All man don't tie up on them. I tell you, Papa, all man don't tie up on you. If all them fly away, you fly. Papa, it makes sense. Fly. Papa, now for fly back. We dey see. The ship don't move on light still.
Magic.
We see Papa, the bridge. Then we all the way to forgetting the locomotive. And Papa, I pass the ones who get home. Jam one to man them. All then they tell me the ground lie. Papa, fully the ground lie. I don't say you did take cognizance of that. I see you implement the free education. Now one step, I go snap na that Juba bridge, bro. If I like na very card, can't wait for snap na the Lunge bridge. Papa tell us say you know they fly for nothing.
Yes.
Prove am now. Me I believe say you go prove am because you don't say I see you on TV talk already. Papa all man dey grumble say price control team and just dey there. I don't say you go.
Now that make it pull GST
Message go meet you.
and import duty. You don't settle that.
Big up to all the minister and honorable way they work. We don't go to call name. Papa, you don't see in the football side. Salon even for play Brazil right now. Granado. We get players there.
Football don't boom, yes.
Say you go count at the film side and the music industry.
They don't do, I don't get out now. Yes, it's still on a plan. It's in the next plan.
Papa, we need more empower and improvement.
Piracy law.
For the moves there. And once you are where you know, Papa, you overqualify.
Oh yeah. You said no.
Because you don't qualify though. Kaban Tiger, you remember? Oh, this time we don't go get you Tiger. Astagfirullah.
God forbid. But that mean life all over.
Inquiry. Yeah, the one day when they give you, not feel bad though. But for the one day when they come, they don't come mistake. Because Papa here for set example.
Yes.
We know they say it. And this every 4 Saturday cleaning. Papa, you don't try. Because the salon, we don't get a good set. But now, you can pass any side, you free. Mosquitoes don't rest. Papa, continue the good work. Once you me no self, Papa, now move police. Now they talk, it's slow but it's short. So you take your phone and put it in S. You know they listen nobody.
Ah, let it go.
Always see the good and waiting. No say good for them in the country.
Yes.
Papa continue. Because all man don't sing. All man don't talk.
All the expired artists there.
Rap sheep there also. Upline nation team.
So now for this music, LAJ go to an Eskuruma, then sit down, then go live by this young man. Then go put invoice where they don't check. And Rap G, you get right for sue LJ for where you go use your voice. We not get authority for doing. Na crime that one day. Na big crime that one day. Una all LJ put una voice. Una they under influence of alcohol. Una been they una be intoxicated. Una all they enjoy. You go use una voice. Na criminal act. Una get right for sue for your own selfish interest. Me na gentle the political hot goose. Una share a serious Leoneans here.
Thank you very much, Janto. The family and also I got for Elmen broadcast tonight. At least we know area. And don't forget, we get SLPP hours every Thursday. Yeah, every Thursday SLPP hours there for can live. Then we get for cow there ALIEU then to can analyze everything. So wanna share the program, wanna follow the page and like the page for current and the latest information that we say will get. The grief movement day for all man. I go say tata, let God bless you all. As at the end with something very sweet, that from there close.
White and blue, if you ready, let's go, let we dance so and shake body.
Whether you black or you skin white,
No matter,
with the power, so long go.
make we dance so and shake body.
Even if you get, you not get money.
No matter,
Party A, party B, C.
make we dance so and shake body.
Yeah. And no matter how thin, but not till we go better one day we motherland. Nobody no go make and we no more we sweet, beautiful place. They like your mountain. We get cocoa.